And secondly, it is not only the 5 decades of our independence, it is also, I want to remind the House, it is also 5 decades that Indian Army has been engaged to bring peace in Northeast. But with what results? In late 50s, when Indian Army was deployed in Northeast to counter the insurgency, there was only one
Northeast ahawalalong Bharat Sarkar ajok heli kaman pen katisong asong akumaphan kepawir amen pen penang an aron langno tehar jaksi heli kaman pen katisong asong aphan kiri amen pen Indian Army lapen police ajok hangbak be rongrat aphan kachine kaholu aputhak parliament long ke khamki phusonsi pidulo.
You are hoping to be successful in Kashmir, well, you do it, but your records of 5 decades has shown that you have failed. When you have failed during last 5 decades, there is no chance that you will be successful in the immediate near future. So this policy must be reviewed. So there must be a political solution to it. And yes, whenever I have never said that government of India has never tried to have a political solution. Whenever you tried the political solution, it has given result. In between 1969 and 1971, then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi started a political dialogue with the tribal groups and those people who were disgruntled. And Assam Northeast was reorganized in 1971 by act of this parliament. And after that, in many areas, peace returned. And these are the areas where there is peace in Northeast. Not only peace, they have progressed. Mizoram was created by this 1971 Northeast Reorganization Act, and Mizoram happens to be the second most literate state in the country. And once Mizoram was the most literate state in our country. Now their place is second. Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya is still the peaceful place. That is what I am saying. Whenever government of India has tried the political solutions, you have got results. There were only 2,000 alpha cadres. But after these draconian laws were introduced, 5,000 of the alpha cadres have surrendered. Now still there are a couple of thousands are left. So this has proved that to tackle terrorism, the law is not the solution. And if we take lesson from our own country, the Punjab terrorism was contained not because of Poto, not because of Tada, not because of any draconian law, but because the people of Punjab stood unitedly to fight terrorism, and it is because the people of Punjab who defeated terrorism. So here, if government is sincere in its will to fight terrorism, I think there is consensus in this country. Everybody wants to fight terrorism, but there is difference not only in the political party, not only Indian polity, not only Indian society. The law minister, he was angry when somebody said that there is division. Why should he be angry? He should see his own alliance. Even there is division within NDA on this photo. So there should be unanimity to fight terrorism, and there is no doubt about it. But to fight terrorism, this type of draconian law will not serve the purpose. For that, the people of India should be united, and there should be a common will to fight terrorism. And that cannot be achieved if the communal agenda, the religious agenda to divide the people of India in the name of religion, caste and creed, if it continues, then people will never unite, and our fight against terrorism will be defeated. In the last 5 decades, in the beginning, there was only one militant organization in the Northeast, that is Naga insurgents. In the 5 decades, you have deployed army. You have brought Assam Manipur Special Armed Forces Act. You have brought Assam Disturbed Areas Act. And after 5 decades, there are now 5 dozen insurgent groups in Northeast. So credit or discredit goes to you also. So therefore, I want to conclude, Speaker Sir. I would like to draw the attention of the government. So this way, by proclaiming president rule, holding elections, and managing the affairs of the Northeast will not bring permanent peace for the Northeast.
Dr. Jointorong Piakihai, Eson Ketine Akunti, Parti Kemang Ponalam, atengsi arjap thip lapen tesong thip abang pulo parliament arlo Dr. Jentorong pi henlo parti pen innuvet abang pu bon sita alang ya som tinalam lapen amu sita me tesong thip dojoijir pinla BJP kachari ahut isi abhut pen chekroi dun det asonte minister longdun lok tahai.
Sir, I rise here to register a very committed opposition to this motion of confidence in the Council of Ministers led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on behalf of my party, Autonomous State Demand Committee. Sir, I oppose this not because of some sentimental or emotional reasons or because I have got some ideological dogmatism. I oppose this in the interest of millions of unemployed youths of the country. I oppose this government in the interest of underprivileged tribals and Dalits of this country and backwards, in the interest of a common man of this country, and most important, in the interest of democracy and national integration. I find it duty bound to oppose.
Norosing Horau, Kachari Ahut, Hut Chejordundet Kualam, Kehoi he, Ajak Kongatum, Patatang Tap Dolo. Bonjita, CBI, Kardung Padodet, Penafike, Alang Litang Take, Kechok Tiawepu, Nong no pen joglo. Kachesong, Kekam Kia Jakong Lang no jog, Alang Lihem Kachikim, Lapen, Tangka Kepanglim Tapu, Kepachatang Tap, Alampini, Ningkan Kep Angbong, Sitame, Akebana Rekordsi, Nangrot Bomlang. Bon sita, puson tangka ke panglim tapu, Kongres ay asorkar ajok Sorma Commission a report afanta Guwahati High Court kibisar pen alang di thangta aday abit pusi April nong 1973 aningkan ajok lopen tok daklo. Ahok pep pening saidam puluti, lake jontorong pi kemesen anong nam afan ke chok ciaja kongatum ke phang no jipu abidi lang no chot puke ini ceklang dak. Dr. Jentorong pi MP Amu Heglongsi Chini Hurji alang li Karbi anglong lapen NC Hills kacing Turpon Amu Ardi kepi lapen Parliament pen tangka kewan henlo lahini a district along lo ke thanamu kang Turpon alam chururi un e Dr. Jentorong pi alang li kritekri bon tebon bukache song padik krimajok UGC a hinpen Prime Minister Special Fund pen utike thomatangka nang pinang koklo Dipu University campus ke alang di kache song ajok ke undam ang dengisi ke tenailo Dr. Jentorong pi CEM ke do bomahut lo ke thana putha ke claim ke pachun ke do anang bongke Rukasen College Bokolia Kheroni College Kheroni Eastern Karbi Anglong College Bukazan Dipu Girls College Bitti College Law College Rangsina College lapen Thongnogbi College do anafan penang an tangka kerap hidupon lo Dipu Railway Station pen makisung rat do anta chini hurlo Railway puthak Karbi Anglong lapen NC Hills arat kejoy keji afan Parliament along kesong padikri majok train akimi kewan abaha kedulo laki alangli kethek ajoinelo.
My constituency headquarter Difu, which is also the headquarter of the Hill Autonomous Council. It is the platform, Madam Chairperson, if you go there, probably this is the only platform in this country which is just opposite to the town area, and from the backward of the platform itself there is a reserve forest. So it is completely opposite side, and the town is the other side. And it is a very unusual scene. The jungle forest starts from the backyard of the station's platform. That is why my request is that the platform should be shifted to the town area so that the commuters can get facilities, and all the main trains and the express trains should have a proper
Please
stoppage
conclude
there.
now.
And with this,
At one go, that is enough. Later on in the next budget.
and with
Please,
this suggestion,
please conclude.
yes, I am concluding.
Yes.
With these
You conclude,
suggestions,
please.
and with these suggestions, and I hope that the ministry will take care of my suggestions and also suggestions made by other members of the Northeast. I want to especially request Nitish ji,
Never affected.
while he should take care of the state of Bihar or a particular constituency, he should also look after the entire country, especially the backward areas, the tribal areas where communication is needed most. Therefore, I want to draw his attention to the hill, especially to the two hill district of Assam. There are two autonomous councils, Karbi and North Kachar. And these autonomous hill councils are having headquarters at Difu and Haflong, both under the railway map of NF Railway. Last time, the Honorable Railway Minister promised me that when he starts computer reservation system to the state headquarters of the northeastern region, he will also ensure that autonomous hill council capitals will also be connected with computer reservation system. But that was not done, and I was later on told that commercially it was not viable or something like that. But in this regard, I want to request the Honorable Minister that railway should not be only a commercial venture, it should also serve the nation, especially the backward areas. Therefore, computer reservation system at Difu stations and Haflong stations of NF Railway, I want to make a special request for that.
Difu railway station aphan ki kingthu pame, Lapu town anathu station platform ki kingthu, station along Soarlo kesangadin ki kim, upper class aphan kesangadin, platform ketangtui, the reservation lapen, reservation center kepat doji aphan tangkan non an nangli etlo. Bangso aningkan thang-thanga cikluang bong kiki makam kepat tangji alam do. MP Rongpi Asangho kabor I ajoinesi Jana Saptadi Rajdhani Express BG lapen intercity train Difu railway station along kepasang aphan padunlo. National Highway atowar non NC Hills district afan ke parlo unke alang di jok ke clan isi ke unang denglo. Lapen ke thenai ke pa undam ke Prime Minister Golden Quadrilateral Rapid Skin Pen bangso atowar ke Longka Silchor lapen mure ansi afrang ke duchot. Bonta ili tumai MP ahin pen ke kham ke padik krima jok non ke barokwa manja lapen dilayana thu pensi bangso atowar ponpo. Bangso atowar mononpi ke 6 lane atowar asonsi pamanji. Karbi along telepon awarsai kewan afan ili tumai MP kace paduk hepi. Silunijan, bukajan, fuloni, hamren hei huyadim along. Telepon hem ke kim pon padulo. Ili tuma district along telepon awarsai kepali long liadim do ulan lapen non puanta alang di jok ili tuma district arlo telepon kepali jiapan ke song bomlan telepon kepali anta alang di kecepaduk alelo ke claim kecepaduk lap soarlo mar atumafan Central Social Welfare Department pen Difu along district mohila somiti kimafan tangka van pen bangsuai hem kikim on padulo. Football cricket non-kit national sports ajutang asong manlo Karbi Anglong penang an kepathu abang pu atum duulo sita akenang sot ke pini abar sai keti lapen ke klem pi abang pu ilitum IMP ajok Prime Minister Special Fund pen kuti trok atangka vampilo la antarta Difu stadium ke pameji afan MP afan pen lak ke atangka ke pipon pedolo lapen players dormitory phansitame lak inko yatangka alang di joinesi longlo alam chotkali kam ke claim ke patlang heksi ahok abang ake hai MP Rongpi Asangho alang li ke claim pen amu ke patlang henlo alang li ke thene ang theke
including or excluding communities in the ST and SC list has remained arbitrary, discriminatory and totally non-transparent.
Dr. Rongpi Parliament arlo jesong siningkan phokebra phok ke plengun e constitutional long mikir pen Karbi puamen lar unlo
that many genuine cases have been left out. For an example, the tribe to which I belong to It took, Chairman sir, 55 years to change the name. Whereas in the constitution a separate schedule was incorporated as 6th schedule to create an autonomous hill council for the Karbi tribe. But on the other hand, Karbis are recognized in the list as a very derogatory term. We have been approaching government to change this derogatory term and recognize the tribe as Karbi. Now it took 55 years, long 55 years after independence, that only this time the name has been changed. But on the other hand, as a consequence of Assam getting divided into 7 sister states, those Karbis who at that time living in the undivided Assam, some of them went to Meghalaya because of division of the state, some of them fallen in Arunachal, some were in Nagaland, some also went to Nagaland. As a consequence, the Karbis in all these other states are not recognized. Now here in this bill, the Garo tribe, who are recognized as tribe in Meghalaya, are being recognized in Assam. Whereas the Karbi tribe, who because of division of the Assam state went to the other side of the boundary, the interstate boundary, they are not recognized. So this type of discriminatory select and pick and select, choose, this policy has to be discontinued. So the Karbis living in the neighboring states of the hill states, in the plain districts like Kamrup, Nagaon, and the Valley, Brahmaputra Valley districts should be recognized as the tribal, which is not there.
BTC Close 8 Apan ke Khamke, Huson si Parliament Arlo, Chesong Dunlo, Jong si Chesong Padi Krim Pedode Asante, BTC Pen Kacherap Ake, Atum si Karbianglong, Nang Chodet Po.
This bill is This bill is meant to protect the indigenous hill tribe of Karbi Anglong and North Kachar Hills. So this bill, I welcome it, as because the hill tribal in Assam, there are 2 tier of reservation, 2 tier of reservation. One is hill tribals and another is plain tribals. And by this legislation, the rights of the exclusive rights of the hill tribes of Karbi Anglong and North Kachar has been protected. So I welcome this bill, and our view is that government should not, while trying to solve one problem, government should not complicate problem in other places. So this is a good legislation, but at the same time, I also move that the Karbi tribe, which is the original inhabitant of Assam, Karbis are not recognized in the Plains district of Assam. So I moved an amendment and said that the Karbis, according to the anthropologists, Karbis are the Columbus of the Assam. Karbis is the first inhabitants of the Assam. But unfortunately, Karbi people are not recognized as tribe in many of the districts of Assam.
Iana thuke kaprek aparti aar lengke the pukacek krong kwatumke Karbi khe aphan panung thipsi close 8 angdeng aputat awarsai chirigunga hutke ili tumai MP ke bangso close 8 angdeng aphan khamkhe thiplo lapem kaddo kawe aparti atum aphan pangrumsi ke khamkhe rapet padolo bonsita alang dijok madu aja kong aphanta awarsai pachoen ede jiaphan lapem khe ke pacharbu longle de jiaphanta chirok tok pedolo Sita close 8 angdeng sung non pu anta virvelang lasi ilitum rat ke hai longwer jiaphan kaya mata chirok tok pen kaya mata katisik dower nang silang rat doan Delhi Parliament long alang li sonson angthin ke the IMP aphan non napor puthot MP ke pahai thunangji akinang sot thetang hino athe akke hai jento rongpi inutgat IMP chot puson argap thipen kache songthe abangthu kuki atum Karbi Anglong singhason inglong arit katiki eseggat aphansi sai katiki chot Karbi akhe ke Aningaro ke thetpiga or adur ke 2 jok padulong loklo sita penang an a political asongja atumajok alang tum a political ale lapen vote kelongji ajoinesi kukilen kacecak tepado ajok pini karbi akayalong akisung wanderlo bangsu ajoine kacecak aluk cehar jaksi KRM asong atum wangpen singhason along nang duklunglo lapen kilu kelom karbiara rapan kacene kahulu apram karmut lapen hemrit mikekai kiduk kelak karbi arat ahem chonghu ason thak thak kamno kachumatha ten dusujo pamanlo Puan kacene kahulu apita kadok kawe aar lengke thi pukacikrong atum anta langdunding ason sidulo puson kheya kisung ke phuahut karbi kheya pinpo Dr. Jontorongpi bangso kuki pen kacecak alo hamke thipsi council gherau lapen kuki revolutionary army aphan phulunangji pura sarkar aphan alangli ke song padikrinlo standing committee of home affairs millennium Karchohut joint parliament session Kangyahut lam kejai dun lapen consultative committee of home affairs Asongson aman ke tipi bangphu kibipon ke separo kamene alamlo international awai kangalong anta ilitumai MP aphan bangphu ke toydun ke karbiang long aman pe kamunlo Australia Sydney along lapen Asia Pacific conference anta alangli dunlonglo Sydney along alangli harbor workers atum kache song kache tong dunlo Sweden lapen Germany along ansitame parliament ahin pen bang phuason aman ban unlo Sikkim along China ahoy along Chinese PLA pen chingkibom ahut keduk kelak aradaphan kelangchari henlo kemanga thipi alamke puson kanghon kelangchari along thang aduya hoy awi Gujarat along kachenek kachepathi kedua phijong Ahmedabad along party atumaphan Japonsi ke phonang atum athengno cheklang damlo Assam along Ohomia lapen Bihari angbong kacharbo ahut lethot sitame alangli Tinisukia along relief camp along anta alangli methang damsi ke phonang arar atumaphan chetong damlo Konatma human rights aputhak katengkeng kedo party ahin pen gaya mata nangkham khelo konatma abar sai kedo pusalong aduya hoy mate kisung awai kangchi frisi yili tumai MP damlo
We are for political solution of all the ethnic issues prevailing in the northeast India and also for rest of the country. In that regard, the problems raised by the both organizations has been looked into by the government of India, and this piece of legislation has been brought in by the government. But while saying so, I would like to say that while solving a particular problem, more problems should not be created in other parts. The social balances, the political equilibrium in Northeast is in such a delicate state that if certain actions are taken without seeing its consequential and subsequential effect, that may engineer a serious social disorder which may be detrimental to the national interest. While we support that there should be an autonomous territorial council for the Bodos, it should not infringe upon the rights and privileges of the indigenous hill tribals in the Karbi Anglong and North Kachar hills. And this is exactly is going to happen because of the consequential effect of certain provisions of this bill. Deputy Speaker, sir, you are aware, in Assam there are two-tier tribal system, unlike rest of the country. Some of the tribals are categorized as scheduled tribe plains, that means those tribals living in the Brahmaputra valleys, valley districts. And though they are called scheduled tribe plains, and the tribals living in the hills are scheduled tribe hills, and reservation system is likewise, there is two category of reservation system, which is not found in rest of the country. And this has got long historical, economic, social and political background that I do not want to go. It has to do, it is connected with the Partial Excluded Area Act of 1885 and subsequently about the debates in Constituent Assembly, and subsequently this was categorized that way. Now this bill is going to dismantle the Scheduled Tribe Plains and Scheduled Tribe Hills system. So when I pointed it out to government and to different political parties, everybody agreed to it that the Scheduled Tribe Hills should not be disturbed. The list of Scheduled Tribe Hills of the Karbi and North Kachar Hills should not be disturbed. And if we go by the report, because this bill was scrutinized by the Departmental Standing Committee of Home Affairs. The Departmental Standing Committee in its 102nd report, which was submitted in this House, in page number 4 and 5 at para 8 to 11, has categorically, Government of India, they have assured the Standing Committee that these provisions will be amended in the bill. And this amendment will come as a miscellaneous provisions in the bill. That was the provision made to the Standing Committee at para 8, 8.1, 9, para 10 and para 11. And with that amendment, with assurance of that amendment, the Standing Committee cleared it and that report was placed in the Parliament. But now I have seen that those amendments have not come. So I seek clarifications from the Honorable Minister moving the bill, that why the commitment given to me, while the commitment given to the Standing Committee of bringing amendment so that the Scheduled Tribe Hills and Scheduled Tribe Plains, that two-tier reservation system will not be disturbed, that commitment was not adhered to. I seek a clarification from the Honorable Minister in this regard. Secondly, sir, this Article 244A, because this bill has got so many consequential effects. There is exclusive provisions in the constitutions, that is Article 244A. This particular provision is exclusively and specifically applicable only to the hill districts of Assam, that is Karbi and NC Hills. And this is an enabling provisions, enabling the Parliament to create an autonomous state within the state of Assam, comprising only these two hill districts. And these two hill districts, all political parties, all students organizations, all youth organizations, all the people are demanding last 15 years that this Article 244A, which is a solemn commitment given by the Parliament of the India to these hill districts, that an autonomous state shall be created, that should be granted immediately. Government of India has so far not responded to it, but now I have seen that this Bodo Territorial Area Council, this area has been now tagged with Part 1 of the table appended to the para 20 of the 6th schedule. So this enabling provision will now be applicable to the Boroland area also, which honorable member have said has got a mixed demography. It is a mixed demography. I am not saying that it is completely tribal or completely non-tribal. Everybody has agreed that it is an area of mixed demography. Even to apply 6th schedule, there are problems. That is why 6th schedule have to be amended and special provision have to be added to, so that non-tribal populations are taken care of. So in such a new area with mixed demography, now this new area you are taking into, you are taking it with a hill area which is exclusively inhabited by the hill tribe area, and for which a particular commitment is there by this August House that an autonomous state can be created. I was saying that since last 17 years, the people of Karbi Anglong and North Kachar Hills, the hill districts of Assam, have been demanding the implementation of Article 244A, that is the creation of an autonomous state. And this particular article and particular provision is exclusively and specifically applicable only to the hill districts of Assam. And the demand is under considerations of the Government of India. And by virtue of this 6th Schedule Constitution Amendment Bill, the entire Bodoland Territorial Area Council has been now brought under the purview of the Article 244A. That means for all practical purpose, Government of India is creating two provisions of autonomous state within the state of Assam. I am not sure whether this was a part of the agreement with BLT or not, I am not sure. But by consequential action of this bill, you have created a provision. Previously, there was provision of only one autonomous state, comprising Karbi Anglong and North Kachar Hills. Now you have brought Bodoland Autonomous Council area also under the provision of autonomous state, that is 244A. So I want a categorical commitment from Government of India that while considering the demand of the hill districts, because this is a specific area inhabited by the hill tribals, there is no demographic problem, there is no problem of boundary, there is no problem of demarcations. So while considering autonomous state demand of this clear-cut area, clearly defined area, you should not say at that time that if we give you autonomous state, we will have to give the autonomous state to Bodoland also, which has got a mixed demography. That argument should not be there. So I want a clarification from Government of India that by diluting the exclusive provision of 244A, they should not deny the indigenous hill tribal people the right of autonomous statehood.
Boru akhe atum inglong akhe mate STH pu aman ke hangke chelon le pin alamlo. Sankur ta chini boru akhe ke inglong akhe kali tuke. Alang tumaphan thoy akhe pusi hakko penta nang irbom. Ihi anatuke isiget akhe aphan STP mate thoy akhe lapan. Ihi anatuke STH mate inglong akhe pu ke hot ke ir ke chokche pin alamlo. Lasi MP ake hai Dr. Jointorong Piajok Parlemen Arlo Lapen Angtan Sitame Nangkamke Padikrimlo Bangsua Joksi Close 8 Angbengke Karbiang Long Along Chunche Depku Nangman Nangkoklo Lake isi ke tenei Rat ke hai Angbenglo MP Dr. Jointorong Piajok Karbiang Long Mate MC Hills Along isi akimi akai Van Unlo Lahini inglong ahawaraman apeng jutang lapen keyang bong alon pen boche ingtung akai wanbegji la alangli Dr. Janto Rongpi Ajok Lasi